O thou who art turning thy face towards God, close thine eyes to all things else, and open them to the realm of the all-glorious. Ask whatsoever thou wishest of him alone. Seek whatsoever thou seekest from him alone. With a look he granteth 100,000 hopes. With a glance he healeth 100,000 incurable ills. With a nod he layeth balm on every wound. With a glimpse he freeth the hearts from the shackles of grief. He doeth as he doeth, and what recourse have we? He carrieth out his will, he ordaineth what he pleaseth. Then better for thee to bow down thy head in submission and put thy trust in the all-merciful Lord. Abdu'l-Baha.
The prayer from Baha'u'llah. Praise be to thee, O Lord my God. I implore thee by thy most great name, to which thou didst stir up thy servants and build up thy cities, and by thy most exalted titles and thy most august attributes, to assist thy people to turn in the direction of thy manifold bounties and set their faces toward the tabernacle of thy wisdom. Heal thou the sicknesses that have assailed the souls on every side, and have deterred them from directing their gaze toward the paradise that lieth in the shelter of thy shadowing name. Potent art thou to do as pleaseth thee. In thy hands is the empire of all names. There is none other God but thee, the mighty, the wise. I am but a poor creature, O my Lord. I have clung to the helm of thy riches. I am sore sick. I have held fast to the cord of thy beauty. Deliver me from the ills that have encircled me, and wash me thoroughly with the waters of thy graciousness and mercy, and attire me with the remnant of wholesomeness through thy forgiveness and bounty. Fix then my eyes upon thee, and rid me of all attachment to all else except thyself. Aid me to do what thou desirest, and to fulfill what thou pleasest. Thou art truly the Lord of this life and of the next. Thou art in truth the ever forgiving and the most merciful. Baha'u'llah.
The Bab hath said that people of Baha must develop the science of medicine to such a high degree that they will heal illnesses by means of foods. The basic reason for this is that if, in some component substance of the human body, an imbalance should occur, altering its correct relative proportion to the whole, this fact will inevitably result in the onset of disease. If, for example, the starch component should be unduly augmented, the sugar compound decreased, and illness will take control. It is the function of a skilled physician to determine which constituent of this patient's body hath suffered diminution, which hath been augmented. Once he has discovered this, he must prescribe a food containing the diminished element in considerable amounts to reestablish the body's essential equilibrium. The patient, once his constitution is again in balance, will be rid of his disease. The majority of diseases which overtake man also overtake the animal, but the animal is not cured by drugs. In the mountains, as in the wilderness, the animal's physician is the power of taste and smell. The sick animal smells the plants that grow in the wilderness. He eats those that are sweet and fragrant to his smell and taste, and is cured. The cause of his healing is this: when the sugar ingredient has become in his constitution, he begins to long for sweet things. Therefore, he eats an herb with a sweet taste, for nature's urges and guides him. Its smell and taste please him, and he eats it. The sugar ingredient in his nature will be increased and the health will be restored. It is therefore evident that it is possible to cure by foods, ailments, and fruits. But as today the science of medicine is imperfect, this fact is not yet fully grasped. When the science of medicine reaches perfection, the treatment will be foods, ailments, fragrant fruits and vegetables, and by various waters, hot and cold. Abdul Baha.
Although ill health is one of the unavoidable conditions of man, truly it is hard to bear. The bounty of good health is the greatest of all gifts. And there are two ways of healing sickness: material means and spiritual means. The first is by the treatment of physicians. The second consisteth in prayers offered by the spiritual ones to God and in turning to Him. Both means should be used and practiced. Illnesses which occur by reason of physical causes should be treated by doctors with medical remedies. Those which are due to spiritual causes disappear through spiritual means. Thus, an illness caused by an affliction, fear, nervousness, impressions will be healed more effectively by spiritual rather than by physical treatment. Hence, both kinds of treatment should be followed. They are not contradictory. Therefore, shouldst thou also accept physical remedies, inasmuch as these too have come from the mercy and favor of God, who hath revealed and made manifest medical science, so that his servants may profit from this kind of treatment also. Thou shouldst give equal attention to spiritual treatments, for they produce marvelous effects. Now, if thou wishest to know the true remedy which will heal man from all sickness and will give him the health of the divine kingdom, know that it is the precepts and teachings of God. Focus thine attention upon them. Abdul Baha.
Thy name is my healing, O my God, and remembrance of thee is my remedy. Nearness to thee is my hope, and love for thee is my companion. Thy mercy to me is my healing and my succor in both this world and the world to come. Thou verily art the all-bountiful, the all-knowing, the all-wise. Amen.
O befriended stranger, the candle of thine heart is lighted by the hand of my power. Quench it not with the contrary winds of self and passion. The healer of all thine ills is remembrance of me, forget it not. Make my love thy treasure and cherish it even as thy very sight and life. Baha'u'llah.